first
out
building
here.
was Lipton's.
Yeah.
Lipton's was there for many, many, many years.
I imagine people came from all around neighboring towns to go to Lipton's.
Oh,
It's
sure.
probably a big deal, right? Christmas time, kind of like a
I remember the Christmas
local
decorations
kind of
in there.
version of Macy's, you know, like
Oh yeah, it was
Bloomfield
smaller
style,
scale,
like
smaller
Macy's
scale.
New York, but Bloomfield style Lipton's.
That's a good.
Go to Lipton's. You can get yourself a tea set. Lipton tea, right? Lipton tea.
The record shop was right over here.
The record shop. Hey, you guys remember the record shop? We're gonna go across the street, Rich. There's nothing really to see here though, because
We're standing right
it
here.
was the record shop, but now it's just this monster. This used to be all like little buildings, and we had.
Take a
Here
seat.
was the record shop. You want to talk about the record shop?
Yeah, right here, folks.
Yeah, let's rest our weary bones on this record shop bench.
We have a couple albums in here, but I'm not going to pull them out.
So what do you remember most about the record shop, Rich?
Well,
Or at all?
Robin Trower, that's what I remember about
Yeah.
it. Or if you're into some softer music, a little rock and roll heart.
Oh, Barracuda.
Steely Dan, for a little more rock and roll jazz.
Steely
But
Dan.
a couple albums there.
Was Michael McDonald in Steely Dan? No.
No,
Okay.
but close to it
People
though.
are always saying, "Oh, you look like Michael McDonald."
Doobie Brothers.
Doobie Brothers.
He did
believe.
But folks, the record shop,
Record shop. Back to the record shop. Tell us about it.
everybody talked about the girl in the record shop.
Yeah.
Because she was
She had
stacked.
a nice set of
I had to mention that because everybody,
Records.
when you say record shop, that's the first thing everybody said.
Everybody.
You said, what about the records?
no.
They were
Went in
record.
on a
They were
Saturday
records.
morning. They set a record
Yeah, they woke you up.
for the
but
amount of people that would go in just to see them.
that's why, but all that guy talk
Do you
aside.
remember her name?
Her name actually was,
No last names. Well, we didn't know her last name. She was a
No.
little bit older than us, right? What did you
actually,
say?
if I gave it a long thought, I'd remember. But with that aside, they did have so many albums in it, you could pretty much find whatever you wanted in there. And it was there for quite a long time, that store.
Good store.
It was a good store. It was just right along here. And I don't know when it closed down. Probably like many of these, it was probably about 20 years ago. You know, me and Pete have been gone for a long time here, and I think before all this tall structures came here, a lot of stores came and went in here and came and went, and the town seemed to fade away a little bit. And now from what I hear in the papers, I read sometimes and all, that Bloomfield's coming back, but it's coming back, it seems, with just people moving into apartments. If they're moving in, I don't know.
It's all college
Yeah, college
related
and
stuff.
Karen stuff. Is that what they say? I'm no insult to nobody, but
That's derogatory.
yeah, is it derogatory? I don't know what that. I don't even know what it's about.
It kind of is, but yeah.
Whatever.
But the record shop, Rich, that was the one place the Pawns had their
really?
cassette was sold there.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we had a little box, made our own little box with the Pawns tapes, cassette tapes, and they had them on the counter for
How
us.
many
They were
sold
good.
there?
Probably about 3.
1,000?
No, just 3.
Oh, 3. Who bought them? You?
Yeah, probably. Me, I bought one, Vin bought one, and Chris bought one. That's 3.
Nah.
3 members of the band.
Who knows who bought them? Wow.
Yeah, we had our cassette here in the record shop, and yeah, that was a great place. You know, you'd go. I would just remember Saturday mornings they would have posters, and they also had magazines, I believe, like rock magazines.
They did. And they had the Village Voice.
I remember Vinny
And actually,
saying
the
that.
Last Straw had that too.
Village Voice, yeah.
Village. That, you
The
know,
East
that's
Coast
still
Rocker.
around. Or they just shut that down, the Village Voice.
East Coast Rock.
East Coast Rock.
Aquarium.
Aquarian.
Aquarian. Yeah, all these little rock and roll newspapers, and yeah, it was a pretty good place. I liked coming in here.
The record shop.
Well, anything else about this place, or you want to move on?
Just, you know, music.
I wish I could remember her name. If anyone remembers the girl's name that we're talking about.
You know, she had dark hair.
Forget her. Frizzy, right? Long, frizzy.
Yeah, it was a little bit. It was kind of wavy.
Big
yeah,
frizzy hair.
Yeah,
Maybe
wasn't too frizzy.
Girl. I think we're thinking of the same girl, but yeah.
You can't forget her.
Remembers her name.
Come on, if you're a guy, you remember her.
Give her a thumbs up.
I'll give her two thumbs up.
Give her a like.
Yeah, give her a like. I'll tell you what. Anybody, whoever remembers the name first, gets a 10 baseballs. All right?
All right.
There you go.
You know what would remember? Our brother Bob. You probably.
You know what? I thought the same thing when we first said that.
Bob, if you watch this video, please leave a comment.
Come on, 20, call me 20.
Carla. Might have been Carla.
I think that's her name. You said it first. You win 10 baseballs.
10 baseballs? I don't need baseballs. I'm not playing anymore.
Well, then you give them away.
All right. Give it to me.
Carla is her name, folks.
I think it was. Oh, look what I got from the record shop, Rich.
Oh, look at that.
My Queen t-shirt.
Queen, this is from the record shop. Carla, where are you?
Actually, it's not, but let's just pretend it is.
Oh, now he's lying again. First he's stealing, now he's lying.
This is from their, what was this? Day at the Races, I think.
Day at the Races.
It was a good album. So.
It could have been from the record store, no?
Yeah, this is what they sold. Like, they sold concert t-shirts.
Oh, they
did?
They
there too? Yeah,
oh, sure.
Concert t-shirts.
That's why they're so good.
Do you want me to carry anything for you?
Nah, no, I'm the carrying
We're like two old ladies now with our little
carry bags. All right. Goes in here. I'm your caddy.
Okay. So we've covered the record shop, which I think most of you would like. Oh, also, let's talk about across the street. It might be there.
Halftime.
Halftime?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was the halftime. A lot of different names, but
I was thinking
it was
the feedback.
Yeah, it was also the halftime.
That was the same place?
Oh, no, the halftime was Broad Street, excuse me.
Yeah. I remember the feedback. Rich, quick story about the feedback.
Oh, we'd love to hear it.
I think somewhere across the street. I think it might have been there at Gloria's.
Yeah, it was.
But the Pawns, our band, played there, right?
Okay.
And the guy said, we said, well, can we get paid? And he said, well, if you bring a big crowd, then we can pay you the next time. But let's do one, first to see how it goes.
Right.
So
I remember the night
everybody went.
I remember you. I was there that night.
And people from the past came, people from the fire department came, people from our friends from the place was packed, and it was a good show. Everybody had a good time, packed. And so then they said, oh, come back next week, and we'll pay you. And so we came up on a price, and we came back the next week. And like 5 people showed up, It was like, we blew it on the first one, you know what I mean?
Right.
So then we're there, and they're like, where are all the people? And in the meantime, we ate meals, and we were, getting stuff on the house, drinking, well, I was drinking soda by then, but we were like, we ran up a bill, and there was like 5 people there. And the guy says, come on, I can't pay you. There's 5 people. You spent more on food than you did on what we took in. And me and Chris were like, and Vinny were like, no, you pay us.
I remember that.
You pay us.
Yep.
You said
they were going to pay us.
So we got like, $300 or whatever from the guy.
Never see you again.
I felt bad, but a deal's a deal,
A deal's a deal.
I had been watching,
everybody was busy that night.
Yeah.
You were watching what now, you say?
No, I just, what I remember Uncle Floyd once said, one of the most difficult things about the music business is getting paid. And he was so right. It's that way for artists and musicians. People want everything pretty much for free. It's hard to get paid for doing art or music. Plug to all the artists and musicians out there. God bless you all.
God
Keep
bless.
creating. Richie's an artist. Have you seen the other video? Little plug. I'll put it up here. The video, Richie's art show.
I'm doing much better with it. Thank you, everybody, for supporting.
Beautiful artist.
Thank you.
This guy's like Picasso, like reincarnated Picasso.
I got a beard like him, kind of.
Rich, there was Center Drugs was over there somewhere.
And also, that's the Yankee Peddler right there.
That's the Yankee Peddler?
With the glass roof coming down.
Wow. Now they had like they were big on breakfast, right? Wasn't
Breakfast
like
and lunch.
thing?
They
And
had great Reuben sandwiches in there also.
Oh,
Yep. That's it. That square building, Yankee Peddler.
huh. Mixed use for sale.
That's it, right there.
Yeah. Well, there were some other places too, but
In fact, that was the back. That was the back
Center
of the
Drugs was
right
I think
there.
right next door.
Yep, it
Or
was that Good Guys.
Bakes.
Yep. And the back of them apartments that I was saying, what were they right there? Them too.
Yeah. You remember when we were back starting on Washington Street? We wondered what those white apartments
Oh,
was?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
these. It's
That's
the backs
them.
of this whole
That's
block
what it
right here.
is.
This whole block can be seen for miles.
I kind of like how the old stuff.
I'm
looks.
sorry, guys. This new stuff is not,
Yeah, it's just
not
don't,
good.
Look at
It's like
it don't agree with me.
it's like no taste, no character.
It don't agree with me
I mean,
either.
you had all this mixed kind of buildings was much better than one big monstrosity. Now, this down here was, well, of course, this is a beautiful, huge bank. The other side of it with all those antennas. Is your phone ringing, Rich? It sounded like something in your bag.
Nah,
And down here was another bank. This was, I think this was called the Center Bank or something.
United
down here.
Bank,
And
Citizens Bank.
boy, this was a beautiful building though. They built buildings like almost like in New York City, this building. You know, just a really nice,
It's beautiful.
big building.
Beautiful.
There was a bank here now. This is like, what's the Provident now? I think this was called the Center Bank.
Center of Citizens.
something.
Citizens. I think
Citizens
you that
Bank.
picture you showed me.
Okay.
Might be.
And, shoot, sorry. And we mentioned that this was Woolworths here. So you had the two department stores here, Woolworths and then around the corner Kresge's. Very similar. I don't know how they both survived. They were very similar, right?
Yes, 5 and dimes.
Kresge's.
5 and dimes.
5 and dimes, 5 and tens, 5 and dimes.
It's a great
So-
place.
Do we need to go
Carvel
down and
over
see
there.
the center or anything, or Carvel, or
Yeah, well, Ma had the Carvel. There's one over here now.
there's one over there? Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the Center Theater down there.
Let's take a
Carvel.
quick walk just down to that corner and then cross over to Washington
Sounds
and
good.
then we'll call it a day.
Sounds good to me.
So this was Woolworths here.
This is Woolworths here, and Kresge's was next to it.
Yeah.
But they were on the same corner, right? Side by side.
Yep. So if you needed underwear or, you know, sheets or little household items, you could go in either one of these. You could check them both, check prices, and find the one
Well,
that was better for you.
I think what people liked the most was the fountain.
The fountain, the counter was just fantastic. I loved that. And okay, so over here is where the Center Theater was. You can still see the marquee of the Center Theater.
Yes.
It's destroyed. Is there a fire there? Looks like there might have been a fire. Let's cross over, Rich. Can we do
Whoa.
that without getting run over?
That is high.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah,
Twist an ankle?
almost.
So this was the Center Theater. I didn't go to that many movies here, did you?
Nah. Nah.
Me either.
Man. This shut down fine. This was a stationary ticket
Yeah.
store for a long, long time.
Yeah, it was a stationery store, right?
You know, just a whatever you call it, store.
Yeah, I think stationery, yeah. Drugstore?
Yeah.
Drugstore kind of?
Right, drugstore. That's it.
And this was like Carvel was down here.
Carvel
somewhere.
was this one
Parents
right
owned
here.
it.
This is Carvel.
CBD store?
Carvel was right here. That was Carvel.
I don't think so.
Absolutely.
I have a feeling it might have been this one.
Nope.
It's definitely this one? Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's GNC. It was
It's
a
this.
GNC.
It was straight across from there.
All right, let's check the numbers, Rich.
All right.
You got a building number here? Well, we could check it on Google Maps.
I'll ask him.
We could check it on Google.
No, I could tell by the back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you broke into it once.
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry.
Another stealing.
No, this is definitely Carvel.
Horrible story. When I was
So I remember the
really
ramp.
in my worst days.
I remember walking up in the
I
ramp.
almost got killed in that, falling through the roof of this store. Don't ask me why I was up on the roof at the skylight, but I was.
Yes.
And I went down through the skylight thinking I was like, I don't know,
Spider-Man.
Indiana Jones, Spider-Man, on this little rope. And the rope snapped, and I fell through. It was like 2 stories. Well, it was pretty high. And I fell through, and how I didn't land in the toilet bowl?
I don't know. God given.
Broken leg in the toilet bowl?
My little brother just kept doing things like
through
this.
the drop ceiling. And it was a horrible night, and ran out the back door.
Oh, God.
And then my stepdad got the call in the middle of the night. The alarm's going off, and by then I was already home. I'm so sorry for those things that I've done. But I guess I wouldn't be here now for all the different things that have happened. So, but yeah, this was Carvel, man. Remember Mom in the Carvel?
Oh, this was it. I remember. I got to tell you a quick story. I went in here one night, all screwed up with drugs. I went in there to rob the place.
You too.
My mother owned it, and she wasn't there, and there was a girl, Joanne, that used to always, but she had just left, and so I had some younger girls from the neighborhood working. I go in there, I said, like a big holdup, I said, give me the money. I want the money from the, and so they go, screw you, just come in and take it. They weren't going to get it. So I took the money to go get drugs in New York with some of my friends. So, all right, so I had the money now, so I go over and I get my drugs on 14th Street. Right after I get it, we go buy 6 packs of beer, take our pills, and we stop to get some more, a 6-pack for the way home. And my friends pull over to the side, and I get out and walk into the bar to get it, and I walk into a holdup. Talk about karma. I go take money from a store, kind of like robbing a store, and I get out 2 hours later and walk into a holdup where a guy has a shotgun and a .38 revolver.
Wow.
They put the revolver to my head, took my money out of my pocket, put me into a bathroom.
Wow.
Talk about karma.
That's a crazy story.
So there you go.
Wow. So you
started right here.
Yeah, this was like our own little personal cash register. Unfortunately, it was like
Yeah.
sad. You know,
That's what drug
we were
addiction
teenagers
does to
with
you.
very difficult problems.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen us before, if this is your first time to Pete and Rich, just know that we both come out of those days, survived, and but we did have quite a checkered kind of past, you know, a rough little history. So I hope it doesn't surprise any of you. What are these guys talking about?
Yeah.
Robbing and buying.
There was a lot between
Anyway.
the two of us. We have almost 75 years of sobriety, something
Thanks
like that.
be to God.
Yeah, only because of him. So,
Yeah.
all right.
So, anyway, back on track.
Mama and
Anything
me.
else down here?
Mommy and me.
Let's go down. Our mom, God rest her soul, and Toby, our stepdad, who's still with us, thank God, doing well.
He's 85 years old now.
Yeah, God bless him. He's a healthy guy, strong. But my mom didn't portion the ice cream. She would just give the ice cream away. You'd ask for a small ice cream in Carvel, and she would give you a huge ice cream. And so they said, you guys aren't making any money because your portions are like too big. And but my mom had a heart of gold. People would come in and they knew that she would give them free ice cream. You remember that, Rich?
Yes. Oh,
They'd
yeah.
get off the bus and be like, let's go get a free ice cream from the lady in
Yep.
Carvel, because
She was the most
we tell her
giving
we have
person
no
in the
money,
world.
she'll give us free ice cream. So, and yeah, so it was hard. But then they bought this store for Mommy and me for pregnant women, maternity clothes. You think this was it?
This was it.
So this is 547. I'm going to check you on this. This is 547 because I have no memory of.
It was that skinny.
I didn't make it into Mommy and Me very much.
I'm pretty sure it was that one. It looks a little skinny, but I'm almost positive. we could swing over here for a minute.
Yeah.
No, this is too wide.
Okay.
It had to be that one. It wasn't no further down.
And then over there is the IHOP. Remember that? Whoops.
Yeah, it was. It has to be that one. It's definitely that.
Okay. And Janet Shops, and I think Janet Shops has been there forever. And you remember the? Do you remember the Sneaker Center? It was called.
Yes,
I think
it was
called
right.
Sneaker Center or something.
It was right here next to the Caboose.
I got a little story I want to tell about that place.
Sure.
I got a job in the Sneaker Center, and they were great guys, Al and somebody else, and it was either here or there. Sneaker World, Sneaker Center.
It was
the
here.
last. It might have been here.
Or no, it was
here,
there.
or
It was there.
there.
It was this one. It's the last
This
building.
one. And anyway, they checked to see if I was an honest kid, you know? So what they did, I know they set this up. They had me doing some stock stuff in the back. One day, they sent me back and said, hey, put these sneakers away or whatever, you know, like these boxes of sneakers. And they had this guy come in the back door and he's like, hey, sell me some sneakers, man. And I was like, no, this is probably a setup. I was like, no, I can't sell, you know, sneakers. I don't do that. And then he's, oh, come on, man, nobody's gonna know, but sell me some. This pair here looks good. I was like, no. So anyway, I think they tried to set me up with that.
Really?
And then the guy, I'll never forget, the one who worked here, I forget his name. I don't want to tell you his name anyway. He says to me, Peter, after work, you doing anything? I said, no. He says, meet me in my car. I want to talk to you about something. And I was like, oh man, what is this guy, like gay or something? What's he want from me? You know, I was a teenager and I didn't know this guy, but he didn't seem like he wanted, you know, something sexual, but it was weird the way he said it. But anyway, I get in the car after work and he's flipping through these books. So he was a bookie, you know? He had the football tickets and everything. He's like, here, I want you to sell some of these. So anyway.
No kid.
Yeah, I don't know if I should say that. I guess it's okay now. This was like 50 years ago, right? So anyway, yeah.
That's a good story.
Selling tickets. And he's like, oh, you're in high school? Yeah, you take some into the school, you know, sell some.
Was he an older guy?
Yeah, older than me, yeah. I mean, at that time, I guess he was probably about 40.
He's dead now.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. So, so I tried it for a little while. I tried selling the tickets, and a couple of my classmates did like gambling and bought the tickets. And
Did you make any money?
I made some money, but I was like, nah, this isn't for me, man. I wasn't like a sports guy to begin with, like in that respect. I wasn't like a statistics person or anything, and I wasn't really a gambler, which probably would make me good at selling the tickets, but
yeah, you don't want to
I was just uncomfortable with it.
You don't want to get too over your head with
especially in school. It was like a little bit, but yeah, here, sell these timers, you know, the timers. I forget, 6 for $5 or whatever.
Well, I like the story there about the sneakers in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You passed the test.
Yeah, I passed the test.
So how long you had the job?
Nah, just a couple months. I think it was a summer job. You know, I also had a summer job painting parking meters.
Painting parking.
Yeah. It was a summer job. They gave out summer jobs.
Would you tape the glass and then just go around it?
Not even that. And it was so bogus, the job, because they're like, I'm like, how many of these do I have to do? And they're like, well, from here to like up there, you got to paint all those parking meters. And I'm like, what? In one day? They're like, no, the whole summer. So I was like, wait a minute, that's like 2 a day. They're like, yeah, that's it. So I would get the can of paint in the morning, come out, paint one parking meter, and go to the park for the rest of the day. And then bring the can back.
They didn't give a shit, right?
No. Anyway,
Bloomfield as we know it.
One of those little summer jobs they used to have for kids, you know, for young people.
Oh, quick. It's a thievery.
More thievery. We should call this the Thieves.
That building there, the 3-story building, when I used to heist jewelry, and I won't say from where, but this is in the 70s, I used to bring it up to one of them floors, I forget which one. And there was a guy that used to buy the jewelry from me.
Really?
And the gold was $500 an ounce at that time, which was a lot of money. It's in the 70s. and I'd bring up pieces of jewelry there.
Wait, it couldn't be 500 an ounce.
An ounce, yeah.
Because it's only like 20 an ounce now.
Yeah, but that's where it was high then. In the late 70s, early 80s. Yeah, you can check it. It was, and that was big, like $500-600. I mean, that's when it was really running high. Yep.
Wow. So you would pull,
and I'd be like $500-600.
What would you call that? Not a pawn, but a fence.
Yeah,
that's your fence.
He was legal, but
that was his fence.
I forget what the hell he was, but I just know that I got rid of it.
I think they called it a fence.
And silver and yeah, that.
We should know this, being thieves.
A pawn he was, but I mean, I don't know what the hell he really was, but I just know somebody put me onto him, and that's why he used to always take it. I go into the bottom and hop in the elevator and take it up. So I just thought about now, after all them years.
You know, I worked at the IHOP for about
3 days.
Yep, about 3 days. No kidding.
I also want to mention Manly.
Manly.
I think everybody in the neighborhood and then some worked there. Me 2 or 3 times. A lot of people did double headers or triple headers. Forget about it. It was just
Manly. The whole neighborhood.
Everybody.
Families. Our whole family, I think.
Yeah, I
think everybody worked at Manly, at least.
Except Joey.
Except Joe.
Yeah.
But I think everybody else had at least one summer there, and our brother Steve, of course, was the...
oh, yeah, he was the head honcho. I think Bobby came in second place, 10 or 11 years.
Bobby, yeah.
And then Vinny was probably...
thought Vin.
No, I think well, maybe Vinny had more years, yes.
Because Vin then took,
went down the shore.
Down the shore when they moved down the shore.
So Bobby was third place. You were probably fourth.
I
did like 2 stints for about 3 months each.
Remember George?
George
Wednesday?
Oh yeah, he was one of the long-standing members.
He was great. Is he still around?
Yeah, I don't know if he's alive now, but he last time I seen him, so married to Susan, and God rest her soul, and he was driving a cab in Montclair.
Oh yeah, he was a fun guy.
He was great. Yeah, he was great. Great guy.
What else over here? There was a pizzeria over there.
Yep. Pizzeria, and there was
shoe store or something
over here. The jewelry place has been there for a long time.
Jewelry, yeah. What is that?
I don't know what the name of the sun's in my eye.
That's Vega.
The taxi place is there now. It used to be, the taxi place used to be over here. Remember the taxi place on Glenwood?
Yes.
That's it, I think.
Black and white.
Yeah.
And,
was that what it was called over here?
I think it was. Or it might just be Bloomfield Taxi. I don't know.
I think it was too.
Wow.
I think everybody worked there too. A lot of people did.
Yeah. And some of these corner I forget what's on this corner. Well, definitely Roxy.
Well, Roxy.
We talked about that already. Let's push this button, would you?
Did it work?
Yeah. And
talks to you.
I'm going to turn this off for a second.
I wonder who's talking to me.
So, I just realized, I think that bank, it says the Provident back there.
Right.
I think it's been the Provident for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
cross here then?
Yeah. We're going to go over to Roxy Florist and down Washington Street, down there.
Okay.
There's a lot of memories on Washington Street, believe it or not. Oh, I forgot my pick. Or actually, it might be in that bag.
Pick.
I had a pick from, believe it or not, well, I'll wait till we get there. So what happened to Roxy Florist, man? It was a fire.
Yeah, it was a pretty good fire.
When?
It was only 6 months ago.
6 months?
Yeah.
6 months?
Yeah. It was right before the pandemic. Wow. Pretty good fire.
Yeah, I said.
Yeah.
The place looks like it's destroyed.
It actually was upstairs in the back room, I think it started.
Still smells like smoke.
You want to sit down and get that?
I think not, because of that truck there.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black trans gay.
Trans, gay, lesbian, non-binary, bi, queer. Okay.
Black clear light.
Heavenly flavor ice cream. Wow. It's destroyed.
No, that's a smell we smell, the storage that they're doing there.
So, I don't know, what can we say about Roxy Florist? I mean, it's the place you went to for all of your, you know, again, back to the weddings and the funerals and you know, you got a girlfriend, you want to buy her a rose, you go to Roxy Florist, right?
Do you want to show something of it being burnt down? Did you? Did you take a picture of it? Nah.
Just like, you know.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I think we got it from
okay.
before. Rich, this Chinese place was here forever. You remember this?
I do, and they're still open. It's just shut down for the
I mean, when I lived here in 61.
It was that same name?
61. This was still here.
And it was the same name, right?
Yeah. So that was, I lived here in, let's see, 86, 87. Yeah. About 88, I lived here.
Were they clean apartments?
This was, what?
Were they clean up there? The apartments clean?
Yeah, it wasn't, yeah, it was old. It was old.
I mean, there was no bugs or anything?
Nah. I think this might have been the music store. Rich, let's
No, I think that was the music store.
Yeah.
That or this?
Well, one of them was the Army and Navy.
Oh.
Remember the Army and Navy?
Yes, that was that one.
Let's talk about it. It's a good spot. So.
Here we have Carl Wolf.
Where are we?
We're
I
back
got
again.
something, Rich. I got something. We're back on Washington Street. And this is outside of 61. 61, guys. I used to live here.
All right, you
61.
All right, we're in play here, huh?
Yeah, we're going.
Okay, we got a lot here to
Ready?
talk about. Okay, Pete's going to explain all this to us. That is a pick. What do you think we're doing here?
Dan Bennett. Dan Bennett. Can you read it?
It says Dan Bennett.
And it's got a phone number. Anybody want to try that phone number, you can. It's, well, I'll let you read it. 748-3414. Rich, should we call that number and see if anyone answers?
This is his phone number.
This is Dan Bennett's phone number? Dan Bennett gave me music lessons. I lived upstairs. He had
61.
Broad music, which Rich says was this one. I think you're right.
It might be
I think
that
you're
one.
right. I think it was this one. And yeah, I think you're right, Rich.
It was one of the two. They both had the same.
It wasn't as nice as this, that's for sure. It was an old music store. Dan Bennett and Carl
Wolf
owned it. And
Mark Soul used to always drum there.
Mark Soul, yeah,
Mark
I remember
Soul,
the
I
name.
remember he was a big drummer.
So that's the Dan Bennett pick. I was so excited that I found this.
You saved
it's
that,
still
huh?
in my guitar.
Oh, it was?
Case. Yeah. And yeah, I used to live on the
Which one you live
the
in?
third floor. Is it the third floor? No, the second floor.
Did you have the fire escape in your window?
In the back. I lived in the back.
Oh, in the back.
Yeah, there was
that's
a guy,
right.
Danny.
You used to see Timmy. You
Right,
said
right. Timmy was in
Garrigan,
the back.
right.
Garrigan from Sports Center would be back there. There was a Dan, a guitar player. I forget. Dan. He had two sisters that were really beautiful. They lived up in Glen Ridge. He lived in this front unit. We used to jam. I did a lot of music up in there. Created a lot of songs, 4-track, and just yeah, it was just a terrific place.
How long you lived there?
I lived there for a couple of years. I'd say.
What was the rent? Do you remember?
2 or 3 years. I think it was $600 a month.
Oh, that much back then, huh?
I think so.
That was the condo back then, huh?
It might have been less. It might have been 400. I don't.
So that's it, folks. For
that's
no. I don't mean to shut us up there.
This is the
Let's
music
get back over to here.
Okay.
Because we have a store there that we can't forget. Army Navy.
Army and Navy, was it? It might have been this.
I thought they both had the same entrance. I might be wrong.
Huh.
Did they have the same fronts?
No. I mean, there were different doors to go in.
No, I thought they had the same
Same look.
same bottom, but I might be wrong.
I don't know.
What do you think, folks?
Let's take a walk down here. We looked at that one, so we can check that one. But I'm thinking it might.
No, you're right. You're right. It was this. It was this. You're right. I remember now. They had the big window and then the door. You're absolutely right. This was it. I think
don't know.
so.
We'll go and check. This is 65.
I think this is it.
My friend Craig worked here in Army and Navy.
Craig.
Craig.
What
No, his last name is Slater, actually.
Oh, I remember Craig Slater.
Yeah, you
Sure.
remember Slater?
Sure.
Slater.
You got. I remember getting the pea coats here.
Pea coats, yes.
Pea coats.
And the camouflage stuff.
Camouflage stuff.
Remember I had some camouflage coat and jeans. This was the place to go for
jeans.
For your Levi's and your Lee jeans.
And your army boots and just whatever you needed here was.
They had the staples. The staple, what you would call the staples of your wardrobe.
This is a He-Man place.
Yeah. I remember Craig once told me that. This is kind of an interesting thing that a woman could walk in the store and he could guess her size of her pants when she walked in. And every time they would tell him like at least 2 sizes smaller. They'd say like, oh, I need like a 23. And he'd be like, no, that's not a 23. And sure enough, they'd get the 20, they'd try it out, they'd be like, oh no, it's a little small. Sorry, ladies, but.
Sorry, that's the truth. So anyway, that's that.
I think was there a pet store around here? I thought one of these was a pet store.
I think the pet store is further down that way. Yeah. Who knows? It might have been up here. I'm going to tell you, my memory is so shot. I'm so dizzy.
Rich, I got another little thing here. It may have been here, or maybe here. Power Flow Yoga.
Power Yoga.
Or martial arts. I can't remember the
martial arts. There was a sign there. It's some martial arts back there.
There's another one here, Anthony's.
Pete, I see the martial arts sign there.
No, I see one here. But I want to talk about something here. Again, we're on Washington Street, guys. And Rich, come on out here. What do you think I am talking about here? I've got these nice rings on my fingers.
Are you going to hit me with that?
No. This is a little prop. This is a little guessing game. I got the rings.
I got rings.
I got this. Look at this nice jewelry.
What's she going to do?
What am I thinking about here on Washington Street?
You're thinking about...
nice jewelry. Look at this jewelry.
Oh, wait.
It almost looks like Indian.
Are you talking about the Indian guy that had...
Yeah.
Still, was he here?
He was around here somewhere. I don't know.
Further down there.
Further that way?
Near the beginning of the street.
I thought he was over here.
Maybe he's here. My mind is so steamed right now.
Anyway.
I got smoke coming out of my ears from this place.
I got all this jewelry, right? Because there was a store called, you remember the name?
It was called, I remember his
Think of a great building in India.
Wait a minute, don't tell me the Sri Lanka or the
Sri Lanka? No.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
You can picture it.
Give me initials.
Big dome on it.
Give me initials.
TM.
Taj Mahal.
There you go. You guys remember the Taj Mahal?
Taj Mahal.
Huh?
That was
Dan, my friend, another Dan. There was Dan Bennett in the music store. And Dan, I forget his last name, the Indian guy.
I remember. Nice guy, too.
Really nice guy.
He was there forever.
Him and his wife, and he was there forever.
Yeah.
And anytime it was like Christmas or whatever, he wanted to get your girlfriend a little gift.
He go, hey.
Little chain.
So here, get this.
Little ring. They have beautiful rings and chains.
Is this stuff from back then?
No.
No?
It's just, no. This is stuff that I actually had sitting in my dresser for a while. But similar, you know, like the eye and everything. Be like,
I forgot all about that place.
Mahalish, kind of trying to look
I think he was actually up near the top of the street.
Really? More at the top of the street?
Yeah. First couple of stores down.
I beg to differ. We're going to find out.
Okay. And I want you, when you edit this film.
This is 71.
Yeah. Okay.
Folks. My guess is it was this one right here. The winding. Oh no! Wait a minute. This butcher shop. I think this butcher shop's been there forever. Rich, you remember the butcher shop?
Yes, I do.
I think this butcher shop has been there forever.
I still say, folks, which way the numbers running?
Well, the butcher shop is 67.
And you were 61?
61.
Well, I beg to say that it's down in the lower numbers. Very
Taj
low.
Mahal?
Yeah, down near the beginning. So it'd be lower.
Wow.
It'd be lower, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so folks, when he edits this, he's going to admit that they're lower numbers for the Taj
Do you want to
Mahal.
go back and look?
Well, how would you know if you go back and look?
That's true.
So I'm just saying that when we look this up, mark my words, I'm giving 10 baseballs out.
Now, Rich, I got one more thing I want to show you.
Oh, sure, we got all the time in the world.
Really?
We're retired.
That's true. Hold on. Hold on. Hopefully, oh, this is all.
Pete, look at
coming
how
out.
cute they are.
Rich, I hope our video comes out because,
Because why?
well, we're spending a lot of time on this.
You mean it will run out?
No, I hope like everything works, like the sound works, and you know.
It's all in the big man's hands.
Yeah, it is. But Rich, can you guess these props that I bought pertaining to a business? Probably right about where that AKI, Aki. It was about there, but it was a different building though, because this is all new. Of course, this is that monstrosity called the renovated.
You're
Bloomfield.
talking about haircut,
Yes.
but I do not recall something there. Are you going to cut this off?
Yeah. Cut it, Rich. Cut it. Cut it. Ah!
Folks are going to see it get cut off.
You wanna
What
cut
was it?
off?
I do not remember, Pete.
Maybe Olga wants to cut it off.
Olga
Maybe
worked there?
Olga.
No, I thought she worked up here.
No, right over here.
Man,
Plaza Madrid.
I
Plaza
do
Madrid.
not. I would have sworn it was
Yeah.
over here.
That's my ex-wife. That's how I met her. I was living there in 61, and I saw her walking to work one day.
I know the story,
Yeah, it's
but
right
I
over
thought
here.
that it was. Maybe you're right about the Taj Mahal, but I could have sworn that everything was further that way.
Well, you know,
I still think
you
I'm
might
right
be
at
right
Taj
about the
Mahal,
Taj
but I
Mahal,
did
but
not
the
know that
Plaza
the-
Madrid was over here.
I did not know.
Yeah.
What was her place called?
Plaza Madrid.
Okay.
Plaza Madrid.
I did not know it was that
And
far up.
she worked there, and I used to get, well, I saw her walking down the street, and you remember Pat? You know Pat from the meetings? Pat?
Yes,
Pat
little
Dean?
Pat.
Yeah. Well, Pat also saw her, because I remember when I told him, I said, I don't remember if I told him before I introduced myself to her or after, but I said, yeah, and he's like, oh, I saw that girl, and
What were your first words to her?
I think I told her I was going to marry her.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was exactly the first, but pretty quickly when she was cutting my hair, I was like, I'm going to marry you. That was like strange. And we're divorced now. So. But we have two beautiful children and,
That's right.
and a beautiful stepson,
Right.
Nick, Max,
And
Adam.
Max.
And yeah, so that's my little prop story for Washington Street. She was there, she worked, and I went in and asked for a haircut. That's how that was my smooth move. Go in and ask for a haircut. She hated me. She's like, oh, this guy is so cocky. Well, she was.
Got to say Adam.
Adam.
Hi, Adam. And Nick.
And Nick, remember Nick? Oh, how's Nick doing? Shout out to Nick. Nicky
I
Rodriguez.
forget the boys' names. I ain't
Nick
really
Rodriguez.
getting old,
Oh,
folks.
got some karate chopping going on in here.
I know. I
Dojo
was,
of
looking,
Champions.
I was looking how small they are.
Shock.
The other one's so small. Look at that. Look at him.
Oh, that's so cute.
Look at that small little boy.
That's great.
That is great.
That's really valuable stuff, learning that martial arts, boy. Let me tell you.
I still thought about getting so with the seizures and with everything else. I would have loved to. Oh,
Look at that painting of Frank Sinatra. Oh, my friend Al would love that painting. Al, if you see this video, my accountant, Al, come to Anthony's. Look at the painting.
it's fantastic.
Beautiful.
It's when he was arrested in Bergen County.
Yeah, Bergen County Sheriffs. And Maryland, too. Very nice. What is this place?
Cheesecake Place. Got a piano. Probably a nice place to hang out.
And Rich, we're back down to that corner we talked about at the beginning.
Yeah, it's been
The,
quite a little couple-hour walk
What
here.
was that restaurant?
Seven Hills.
Seven Hills Restaurant. Place where all the big guys went.
Yeah.
I don't know, a lot of guys in three-piece suits over there, black suits and red table. I just remember black suits and red tablecloths. Red.
And you remember up there, Solid State?
Solid State, yes, I do
All
remember.
the way up in the back there. All the
You
way
could
up.
go buy like little radio parts and things in there.
Look at how open it is
bins.
there up here. You can see the Sacred Heart Church, the back, but there's the church, and there's that little across the street.
Right.
That's the church. There's the church, and there's the back, and then there's little big the
Because
church.
we're missing the theater. The theater was right here.
Yeah, that's the back.
Back of the theater, and another building.
The theater was right there, and then that's across the street from there's. That's the other side. The theater is right where the.
Remember Al B?
Yeah.
Of course, I remember Al B. His Union Hall was up there, I think, on
really?
the second floor where that
Empire
Beauty School was.
When
Yeah, that was
time?
the what was it? AT&T he worked for, or Bell Tel?
I don't
But
know.
he was
I don't
part of the
remember.
union.
When's the last time you seen him? Mine was when he spoke for me.
I saw him on the subway going to New York one day.
How long ago?
Oh, 20 years ago.
10? He spoke for me on my. Am I wet there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sat on that bench. Must have been wet.
Oh.
Something was wet.
Pretty good.
Does it look real wet? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you pooped your pants, basically.
Where did I
just
sit
the
on?
night's wet.
Oh, I know what it was. It was that police plastic stuff. That barricade. I didn't feel it when I sat on it.
So, we've covered quite a bit of ground here.
We sure
We're
did.
going to walk up Washington now towards Glen Ridge. Oh, little story here, Rich. This bridge,
Right?
I smashed into it with Mom's car.
Oh,
late at
really?
night. Yeah, I stole the car. Another stealing.
Lost car.
My gosh, how many things have I stolen in my
Well,
life?
This will all come back. You say amends
Dear
tonight.
Lord, forgive me.
Make an amends in your purse tonight for
I don't
everything.
steal anymore. But
Ask for
when
forgiveness.
I was a kid, I was messed up. I stole Mom's car, you know, pushed it down the street a little bit, started it up. It was late at night. I don't even think I was old enough to drive. And was whatever, not in the right state of mind, and smashed into the side of this bridge right here.
Right here in the end?
Smashed the car.
Or
right
in the
here.
middle of it?
Right there, right in this end piece.
Nice.
Bam, right into it.
And then you kept going or just stopped?
Yeah, fortunately it still drove, so I drove it back home, but...
I mean, when you hit it, did you get out?
Oh yeah. No, I don't think I got out. I probably just backed it up.
Oh, you hit right here in the corner of it.
Right on the corner.
Nice.
Head on, I don't know. I can't remember now. I think the cops did come, so I must have been old enough. It's a sad memory, but I did that.
Brother Joey's
It's a train
train.
again, New Jersey Transit. Bloomfield. What do they call this? Yeah, Bloomfield Center. I don't know.
Let's get one more shot at the bank, Pete. Look at it. Blue sky, flag on it.
Oh yeah. There's the
Bloomfield as we know it now.
bank. Lots of antennas on that building. And this monstrosity here, whatever this is, all residential. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I should give it a break. Maybe people need a place to stay. I think what they hoped was that they could really sell all this for people that wanted to, you know, easy access into the city, right?
Yeah.
But with the coronavirus, and not the coronavirus, but the city being shut
They'll probably
down,
put a real
never-
big
or
dent-
never
dent in their-
reopening. At least
They'll
not
put a
until
dent in
after
their
November
plans, I
3rd.
bet you.
What?
Put a dent in their plans like a lot of other
Yeah,
places.
real estate really took a hit. Although more people are moving out to the suburbs, that's for sure. Well, what are you going to do? The city's closed. Open up, New York.
Open up.
Theaters, restaurants, come on. So, is that it? Let's go back to the van. We got to get something to eat, right?
Oh, should we close it up?
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, let's do it with this thing in the background here, right? I forgot about closing it up. Thank you for reminding me. We'll back up a little bit. Oh, look at that beautiful blue sky, Rich. All right, so can we see the bank in the background? No, we only got that building.
Okay.
I guess that's it, right? Isn't that it? It's back there somewhere.
Don't matter.
Yeah, that's the bank back there between us. All right, so what do you want to say?
What do you think, Pete?
I think it was good. It's going to be a fun video as long as everything comes out. I want to thank everybody for watching, of course, all our viewers.
Yeah, it's been a mixed day for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feeling a little sad,
A little sad, a little mixed up, actually. It's a lot of fun, but I don't really know what happened to Bloomfield. It's nice being here, but I mean, I think I'd have to be here 2 or 3 days to really get a hold of this whole thing here. It's because when I look at where everything used to be, I just can't get a grasp on it. I don't know what I'm trying to say, just that I miss it. I haven't lived here in a long time, so the memories make me smile, but when I look at everything that's here now, I just don't know it. So, and I love all the people that I came back in my memories, and they're not here, and so it's just, I guess everybody goes through this, but it's been a pleasure being down here. What do you think, Pete?
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
It's a mixed
hard.
bag of emotions.
Yeah.
It's good and it's sad to see, things change. And,
It is.
bring back memories. And I don't know.
And what do you say? I guess I'll be back. I'll be back.
But thanks for joining us. And please feel free to share, let us know what memories you have of Bloomfield and Bloomfield Center in particular for this video. Share them with us. If you remember the record shop, the Firehouse Pub, the Glenwood Diner, what else did we see here? Everything we saw today. The Sports Center, the Royal Theater.
I do have something to say.
What?
It wasn't Carla, it was Carmen.
Carmen! I think you're right. Carmen.
So I get the baseballs.
You get the baseballs.
Well, I got the baseballs.
So you get to keep the baseballs.
So I get to keep
I think
the
you're right. I
baseballs.
think it was Carmen.
It was Carmen.
Hey, shout out to Carmen.
Here's a shout out to
Hope you're
Carmen.
doing good. Thank you for all your service at the record shop.
There is a donation policy on Pete's website. I believe it's a donation policy. Making a plug for that.
Yeah, it's yeah. If you want to make a donation to the website, I mean to the channel. Yeah.
Pete has a lot
Goes
going
right in
on
my
with
pocket,
that. Well, it helps him along because
it does.
he puts a lot of effort into the things he does. It helps out other things, and
but you know what? It's a joy.
It's a joy. That's what he really does.
I love this whole thing. I love acting and speaking. If there's anybody with any acting jobs or knows an agent with access to like television, good television, I am a union guy, so you don't have to worry about that.
Big shot.
This little video's on the sly. It's not a union job right here. But if anyone knows an agent, please let me know. I'd love to meet
I'm not his agent.
My manager.
No, he just picked me up.
20%.
He picked me up on the street. I really ain't his brother. No, I am his brother. But
anyway,
he's the best man in the world.
I love you, brother.
I love him too. But listen, like again, if you have any replies, how you feel about the places, memories, bring them on, okay? You just reply. Let us know how you feel about them places and what experiences you had, good or bad. We'd appreciate them all. We had a good time out here. Let us know how you feel about it.
Yeah, we love the comments. We got some good comments in the other videos of Bloomfield and East Orange. Yeah, check out our other videos. We got some from Watsessing Park, Bloomfield, and also from where we grew up in East Orange, the Holy Name section. So, got those. And we'll be doing some more, right?
We'll be doing some more.
Okay.
Behave, Pete.
So long and be safe.
Love you.
Bye now.